The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff. And please, never forget to break bread with your brothers.
You see what happened in Ohio?
No. What happened in Ohio?
Same day of the verdict, a girl got shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
But it was that. There was the same day. Then there's been two more the last 2 days. Then plus all the other multiple,
last 2 days.
the multiple shootings don't even involve police. It's been a rough week.
They gotta get theirs in before the law gets passed.
What law? I guess we yeah.
The George Foreman law, because
The George.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Nigga, I needed that. Nigga, my brain just exploded, dog. They gonna stop selling them grills, nigga.
I'm about to say, go stop niggas from grilling. No more grilling inside.
Only air fryers, nigga, from here on out. No more of them tabletop grills, nigga. The George Foreman.
What's wrong with that dude, man?
Nigga, oh my God. Oh, I'm crying. Oh shit.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We're having a little hot back. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not stop about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
Food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Tough morning, listening to all the criticism that LeBron James is getting. I'm a fan of LeBron. I admire the work that he's done, how he's helped his community and how he's helped his friends, and how he's been fighting all of these social issues, especially that of systemic racism in the legal system and with the police departments around our country. But you can't fight every battle. You can't, you got to pick your battles. I mean, it's a war that must be fought, but sometimes you need to take your time and be a little more patient before you comment on some of these bad incidences that are happening with police departments. This one, LeBron should have waited. I'm a little upset with most of the media because they showed us edited versions of what took place with the girl with the knife. They made it sound as if this was another police officer overreacting and killing a young black American. Well, from what I saw when I saw the full tape, the police guy had no choice. He responded. We wish he could have pulled a taser. We wish he could have done it in another way. But in that instance, if he hadn't done what he did, it appeared to me if another young American would have had her life taken. And hey, I can't fault what he did. I wish it was different, but I can't fault it. But LeBron, keep fighting the fight. I think we all got to be a little more patient. I'm against defunding the police. I think you just got to redirect some of those funds to better training and maybe dealing with more psychological training. In any event, God bless. Wear your mask, get your shots. I'm just saying.
OJ. And what he's in reference to is
hold on quick. Before you get into that, that's important.
Yeah.
Delaney.
Yeah.
How you feel about OJ?
How do I feel about him?
Yeah, how you feel about OJ?
Wait a minute, are you asking her this because she's a white woman?
I believe she is.
I know how y'all feel about OJ. I don't know how Delaney feels about OJ. I want to know.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't thought about it too much. Was I even alive during his trial?
It was 94 to 96. The verdict was in 96.
When in 96?
It's like summertime.
I think it was towards the end of the school year, so like April maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like a month before I was born. Got it.
Damn, you that young? God damn, I'm old as shit. Fuck, I'm getting off the show.
I was a high school senior.
I turned 25 next month.
Okay,
so
I was saying you look young, but I didn't realize you was that young. Like, it's more how you speak. More how you speak. There we go.
What happened? Like, do your people have an opinion about OJ? Because we purposely play OJ clips.
I mean, from everyone that I've heard, like everyone thinks he's guilty, but I don't know past that. It seems like he's living just fine.
Living my best life.
It definitely does seem like he is living just fine.
So when you heard him talk, does he sound wise to you?
It sounds like he's trying to be very wise. I don't know if he is.
I like that. I like that because I'm always under the idea that he has writers for his little pop-ups, but he do.
I don't think so. I think he's wrong.
I don't think so either. And notice what he said, man. He said if the police officer wouldn't have reacted like he did, then another young black American would have lost her life.
I thought you said young American.
You know that it's a real strong suspicion that OJ knows what happens when you play with knives.
But I thought he just said young American, not black American.
No, I think he said American, young American. Yeah, you're right.
Black. Yeah,
I mean, you can apply that. You can apply that. I give you that.
Well, he said young black American as far as the girl that killed.
The black American.
And then he said young American when he said that
you are correct.
The police officer had to react how he did.
Yes, sir. You are correct. My bad. You are correct. I'm not thinking that OJ out here one shot, one kick down. One shot. That's already loaded, nigga. He's not one shot, one kill with the takes, bro. So come on now. Come on now. I think yes. Does he play a part in what he is getting put out here? But I think he got a writer or two to help with this, dog. Some of this shit is too clean.
I'm sure he has discussions. I'm sure he probably kicks ideas around like we do. You know what I'm saying?
So wouldn't that be? So I'm just saying. All I'm saying, maybe you don't have a writer. All I'm saying that it ain't just him saying, "Let me put this camera up here and give my thoughts before I hit this back nine." That's all I'm saying. I
think it's probably rehearsed and like he knows what he's gonna say. Like
it's probably him and AC. That's probably
I think AC passed away. Actually, I think he passed away.
Oh, word! Oh,
yeah. I think he passed away.
Had a limited edition AC Bronco.
Maybe it was the guy in the pool house. What's his name?
Kato.
No, he ain't fucking with Kato. He ain't fucking with Kato no more. Nigga. Kato almost got that nigga hemmed up, nigga. But
that's crazy that I even remember that dude's name that quick.
Exactly. I mean, he became a celebrity after that shit.
He did. Cause I ain't know him from shit until that trial.
Right.
So if you didn't know, also in the previous clip we played with Khalil Muhammad.
Khalil Bryant,
Muhammad. Yeah. I mean, they mentioned Makhia. He said it right.
Makhia. He said Makhia.
Makhia. Thank you.
It's the mother said that it was she was named after the prophet Micah, I believe. So
okay.
I think it's Makhia.
Makhia, okay, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
So he's talking about that, and it is one of those videos where I don't think it's definitely not clear cut. It's definitely not like, to me, for me, it's not with like with old boy Chavin and with George Floyd, where it's clear cut. You can see that he did not care or was very indifferent to this man's life. And also, I'm under the firm belief I have been in situations where people have had knives, and they are deadly weapons, especially at close range. So I hear what OJ is saying, and I think for me with this clip, I like that OJ, because like what you've seen on Twitter. I know I'm the guys on Twitter a lot of people trying to slam dunk on LeBron and say this is the reason why you need to just shut up and dribble and blah 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 this and that. I don't fuck with none of that. But I like the fact that he's saying, hey man, sometimes you just gotta let things develop, but keep the fight up. You know what I'm saying? Keep the fight up. And I really appreciate that he said that to that brother. Go ahead, Joe.
Delaney, have you seen this video? Well, he hadn't pulled it up yet. But have you seen the video of Makhia being shot?
No, I haven't.
All right, you're in for a treat.
Hold on. What?
So why he's queuing it up? Like I said, we play OJ for a reason, though. We like that he's a lightning rod. We like that, you know. So we like his ambivalence to all the hate that he gets. Every time he tweet, this nigga get all kinds of hate mail and all types of shit. This nigga just logged the fuck off of Twitter until the next time he got something to say.
Hey, Anthony, what do you say? Where 10 minutes go?
Anthony sleep.
He might be asleep.
That nigga probably been drinking.
I mean, it's because 10 got that real good OJ. Hey, Twitter world, he do it real good.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I like him. Yes. I think he's a sociopath. That's fine. But he
may be a sociopath.
But he don't be wrong.
So on point with everything he says, bro.
What they say, he don't miss.
That nigga don't. Hey, he can't miss from close range, nigga. He cut right to the point.
No.
That nigga might be the Tim Duncan of these Twitter posts, dog. Just Mr. Fundamentals, dog. I'm gonna come in real quick. A minute 30, bow, hit my facts, and then I'm on the golf course, so you know what I'm about to do. I'm about to hit this back nine. Right. Y'all have a good one. Be mad.
Basically.
Right. And this, I don't know if this is the whole video. Like OJ was saying, just to warn you, Delaney, there are some doctored videos out there, but I'll play this one. Let's go. So we'll wind it back. So what happened was the woman that just got shot in this very small screen. Sorry, it's so small. She was the one that actually called the police. I believe all these stories are coming out that she's in foster care, blah blah blah, this and that. Doesn't matter. She's the one that called the police. There were some other young ladies outside her residence that were fighting. It also coming to cause her harm. She had grabbed a knife in self-defense, but like I said, knife you grab a knife for a reason, to keep yourself safe and to hurt the people who are trying to hurt you. So as a cop, I roll up to this scene. This is what we have. So I'll play it for you again. Now you have some of that backstory.
Delaney.
I'll pause.
Delaney, so that's your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
What are your
That's my first time also.
That's too. Well, let's hear Delaney and Zed. What are y'all initial thoughts about it?
Go ahead, Delaney.
I was just gonna say it was a very hectic situation. I mean, it all happened so quickly.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just don't know any of the context. I know the girl had a knife.
So I'll give you a little bit more. So you saw the girl on the ground that was getting kicked. So that's this group of girls who were outside this residence who were fighting. And then the young lady in the pink, which is actually one of the aggressors. And I guess the girl who had called the police was the one who was on the ground who got shot, who had the knife, had gained the upper hand in that moment and was probably about to stab her. So, like I said,
she had her arm back with the knife, like she's about to. It looked like she was about to thrust forward into her gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this is one of those things where, especially what OJ was saying, and I get it, black community, people of color, poor people, we hurting, but this is a tough one. I mean, taser, that's cool, but from that range, you may miss, nigga.
I think the reason why this one's an issue is because of the date.
That too. That the date. I think there's a lot of pain.
Context, I think this is one that it's. I think if it was a normal day, some people might be like, "Hey, Makhia, you know what I'm saying?" Or Makhia, we miss you, and that might be a local thing. I think it got national attention because it happened on the day of the verdict.
The verdict, yeah.
Of Derek Chauvin. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't want to be missed. I mean, like I said, I know I get on Twitter a lot more. There's a lot of ugliness towards this young lady who's dead now, about how she put herself in harm's way, how she should this, where's her mama at, why ain't she being raised right, all these things of that nature. That doesn't need to be this thing. The facts remain that at first she was not the aggressor. These young women came to her residence to fight.
Right.
And it just so happened when the cops pulled up, or when this officer pulled up who shot her, all he saw was another citizen, as OJ said, about to get stabbed.
And to be clear, they're like 15, 16.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, she probably knew enough to call the police, but didn't know enough to not
become the aggressor.
Yeah, become the aggressor when you didn't call the police. Like, I remember, so there was a time where somebody broke into my house and stole some shit. Like, I know it was a Hennessy bottle gone. Like, they stole my backpack. And I think it had my fucking medal from my team finished third at state in 2008. I think my medal was in that backpack. So that's like, now all I got is pictures. I don't have the medal to prove that my team finished at high state. You know what I'm saying? But he stole that. It had a bunch of clothes in it. And so I was pissed off about that shit. I came back, and this is like a few weeks later. I come back home from being out, and somebody's outside my house with a backpack and a fucking shirt on that I had made, that I know everybody who had that shirt because I had given it to them. You know what I'm saying? It was a Central High School track shirt. And I was like, this nigga got my shirt on. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. So this nigga had my shorts on, had my T-shirt on that I had made, and had on my empty backpack, and was around the side of my house looking in the fucking window. What? Because this nigga was casing to come back in that motherfucker. Now, this kid was only like 14, something like that. And so I walk up to the kid. I said, "What are you doing, man?" You know what I'm saying? And I grabbed the backpack, and he comes out of it. Now, I started to snatch this motherfucker up and pin his ass down and call the police. But I think my blackness is like, man, if I pin, and it's another black dude. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, if I pin this kid down to the ground and wait for the police to come,
you might get shot.
And no telling what they're gonna do when they pull up.
That's not gonna be a good look. You know what I'm saying? I could have been Makhia Bryant. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't feel like I forget the name of the father and son in Georgia. You didn't feel like them, huh?
Oh,
like they just had to get involved.
The two white the two white good boys who killed
the good old boys.
Ahmaud.
Right. The McMichaels, yeah.
McMichaels, yeah.
No, I got my backpack back, and then I let him wander away. I wasn't about to go chase his ass. I like, this shit ain't that deep, for one, and I don't need neither of us getting, you know what I'm saying, something crazy happening when the cops show up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But this young lady, being 15 or 16, may not have learned that lesson, may not have that level of metacognition, and just said, hey, I need to call the police because shit's popping off. Oh, this shit going crazy. Let me grab my knife. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And didn't have the time or the wherewithal to reflect upon it and say, hey, this is not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like so as I've mentioned on the show in the past, I am visually challenged, and I don't have my one contact that I wear in, and the screen is really small.
My bad. I don't know about
because I'm looking at it on my, I'm looking at Roger sharing the screen on my phone.
Is that better?
So, like, I could just, you don't have to play it again.
Okay.
But I could see. I purposely haven't watched it until now. I had no plans on watching. I didn't know that we were going to show it. But since we're doing this, I went on and saw what I could see. I could really just see the girl in the pink just because she's wearing pink and it's bright standout color. But I had already kind of read some articles about the incident, just to kind of get some context, as much context as I could without actually watching it. And I mean, yeah, man, that's and actually seeing the video and how quickly everything kind of just popped off, I pretty much agree with what OJ was saying, man. You gotta, number one, you might not want to just make a knee-jerk reaction, which is easy to do nowadays because we got the social media, we got Twitter and all that shit, Instagram, and its name is Insta. You know what I'm saying? So people like to instantly fucking respond and react to things before they actually even know, all the ins and the outs or whatnot, all the information. And and one thing that I think, I hate to say that we have to do this, but I think that it's true. As black people, we have to be careful because we don't, the forces that are opposing us are already looking for any chink in the armor, any little thing that they can use to be like, oh, see, they just hate the police. It doesn't matter what, you know what I'm saying? So we don't want to react in ways to give those people excuses to where they can start using the boy that cried wolf argument type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we do have to be mindful and careful of that, especially somebody like LeBron, who obviously it's one thing if I get on Twitter and do this shit, say whatever he said. It's a different thing for LeBron because he's LeBron, and it's gonna go around the world and instantly. So. I think for the most part, man, I don't see any flaws in OJ's opinion or argument or whatever.
This video had LeBron's kryptonite because shit happened in Ohio.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
He forget about super sensitive to anything happening in Ohio.
Yeah. True that. Yeah, and like you said too, on the date that on the same day as the verdict also.
Absolutely.
And I apologize. I know even Delaney and Zeb. I know specifically Zeb tries to avoid these videos, so I apologize for that. But yeah.
I mean, it's cool. Like if it's in the, that's why. I mean, I had the option. I'm a grown ass man. I didn't have to look at my phone while it was playing. I made a conscious decision because we're talking about it.
Right.
So
but I also,
if I'm gonna say something, let me go ahead and see what I can see.
Right. But we also damn near you're in this, and I know that you make it a point not to view these and see these. You read about them, So yeah, that's all. I just put it out there. But you're right. But I do my part as a grown ass man to both of you to apologize for that. But yeah, man, it's definitely not clear cut, and we are in this era of social media where for some odd reason, fucking gray just don't exist no more. Everything is black and white, and that's the part that hurts me. Yeah, there are things we can learn about from the situation, things we can be trained about, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I would do. I mean, as someone who's had to roll up on scenes when I was deployed, like there's a person with a knife. I would have about to stab another person. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, I mean, as we say all the time, police officers' duty. They're sworn to protect and serve. And in that situation, you see somebody looking like they're about to get stabbed with a knife, I would imagine that would be in your purview of protecting.
And I would say on the back end for police, though, this is one of those things where you got to look at it where if you had been doing the right thing in these communities, we wouldn't have to question, did you do the right thing? We wouldn't have to wonder. We wouldn't have to have these debates because you have built that rapport in the community to protect us that we would know, hey, when he rolled up, he was protecting a citizen of his community, but you don't have that rapport. So now we got to have these debates.
Exactly.
So there we have it. Now I mean, rest in peace to her, man, her family, and all that shit, man. But,
indeed, yeah, for sure, man.
That's the most tragic thing is we lost another young life that shouldn't have happened. In hindsight.
Agreed. You about to say something, Joe?
I was gonna say, I mean, it ain't always got to be black and white. Sometimes we can meet at the red furniture store, the red house.
we ain't ready for that shit, though.
I'm ready for that.
He can't wait.
Hold on.
He can't wait.
Hold on, dog. But wait a minute. What about we still got DMX and Red and Black Rob. We still got Caitlyn. We can make it quick. I know this is Black Pain. This shit's hard, bro, for everybody. And even everybody on here love black people, love whatever. So I get it. It's a tough load to carry. But what I need to know is, Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California. Will she be the first one female governor of California?
Oh, wow.
No, I know y'all laughing, but that's a real question, because California has never had a female governor.
That is true.
So if she win, I know, and out of respect for how she recognizes herself, I say she, because I'm not one of them motherfuckers to get caught up in all that bullshit, because it don't hurt me at all. But
the lady came on here so strong with the pronoun game. I be fucked up. My daughter who just, actually, we since we didn't record, I didn't get a chance to say it. My bad. My baby girl, my only girl, Zakia, turned 21, April 20th.
Yeah, happy birthday.
She a 420 baby. 420 Shout baby. Out. Yeah. She keep me on my game, dog. And she goes to a liberal arts college, and she is definitely woke, as we call it, but not that fake woke. And if I say something fucked up, she be like, Daddy, you can't, no. She keep me on my toes. Happy birthday, baby. But I mean, that's a genuine question. I mean, I know we laugh about it, but that's a genuine question, right?
Well, I put it this way: Missouri's passing laws to ban transsexuals from participating in high school sports.
Yeah,
but we Missouri.
Yeah, I heard
we've already talked about
quite a few states that's trying to do that, ain't they?
Right.
Well, no, we talked about it in theory. The shit's going on in practice now.
Yeah, they got the. It's happening. They have put pen to paper.
They listen to our show.
My thing about the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing was, if anybody should run for governor, it should be the gold medals
decathlon. Yeah.
We know that the Jenners can run.
Yeah.
Wow.
When they run, they win too, bro.
A lot of events. 10 of them.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, we would definitely, and a lot of times we just mention shit on the show. That way we can, it's in the archives and we can call back on it. So definitely we'll keep an eye out on this race. But anyway.
and Delaney mentioned in the pregame Matthew McConaughey.
There he is.
In Texas, is that right?
All right. But have we not learned? Nigga, stop it. but have we? Hopefully, we have learned that actors, TV show hosts, and motherfuckers who are fraudulent businessmen do not make good politicians at all. Hopefully, we learned that. I doubt we have, because the Republican Party seems to want Trump back.
Hey. I ain't gonna say that's all I know, but I do know that when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California, he was the one that signed the medical marijuana, which was the first state in the union to pass the medical marijuana.
Schwarzenegger was very favorable as a governor.
He was.
Like he was so favorable. They were talking about changing the Constitution to allow him to run.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I gotta watch it. Ain't got no battery in it. That at least.
That's at least twice. At least right twice.
This is an audio podcast, but I'm holding up two. Twice a day is right.
Well, I put it this way. that watch probably work for these fucking non-celebrity governors too.
It do, because these niggas keep getting elected.
Yeah.
As we pointed out.
Reagan.
Huh?
Reagan
was good.
Oh my God! But see, he wasn't good, nigga. He just got elected. They liked his racist white ass.
He took it that extra step. Tim took it that extra
Tim
step.
said he was good, nigga. Stop it. Nigga,
I
good for who?
Breaking up. Tim was like, yeah, he was good.
He was good. You know he invited Forrest Whitaker. He invited Forrest Whitaker.
No, he was not good.
Nigga. Hey, he hit that Coming to America. That was good. That was good. Like, no, I said, wait a minute, nigga. No, he was not good.
No, I did not like Reaganomics. I thought the abolishment of regulations was the end of the American way as we knew it back then.
Yeah. Once Reagan said the Black Panthers can't do shit, he was ready to be president,
yes.
nigga.
Exactly.
All right.
We not like.
Hey, we talked about were we on when DMX had passed? Oh yeah, we were on when DMX had passed.
We did, yeah.
So we had two more, and the age, man. That's what fuck with me, dog. You talk about DMX, passed. We talk about that. Shock G just passed recently, and Black Rob, all within their 50s, bro.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks,
which is scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah.
April is fucking mean to hip hop, bro.
Hey, and I know he don't. He say he listen, but I know he don't listen. Dr. Shaw, man, shout out. What he does is, if you scrub a case with him, you get to pick the playlist. Me and him had talked about some stuff about Digital Underground before. I ain't had to say anything. He put his phone down. All I heard that all around the world the same song. I said, "Oh shit, we did
around the world the same."
Yes, sir.
Song.
We did like a 2-hour SBT case, dog, and it was just Digital Underground Radio on Spotify, man. That shit got me right for the weekend. I appreciate it, Dr. Shaw. But yeah, man, Shaw G, Digital Underground fame. Also, for people who don't know, Humpty Hump, Humpty Dance. That's the man, Shaw G. And then Black.
Am I the only one who thought they were two different dudes in Digital Underground for a long time?
I did too for quite a while. Yeah.
It was for a little bit.
I thought they looked similar, but I did think that they were two different.
Just grab them in my biscuits. but
and also, speaking of that song, same song.
Yeah.
That was of course basically the introduction of
Tupac,
a young artist named Tupac Shakur.
Yes, sir.
Into the world. You know what I'm saying? Or not into the world, but into the music world.
Yeah, Shock G is definitely instrumental in helping to form the legacy of Tupac. So that's
exactly.
Indeed.
Very much so.
What's been cracking me up? Hold on. Did y'all see the screenshot of the text conversation I put up in the chat group?
I don't know. What did it say?
So I've been telling. So I don't know. Ladies have been asking me, who is Shock G? And I'd be like, oh, Shock G the one to put the satin in your panties.
Yeah. Shock G the one he once got busy in Burger King bathroom. What are you talking about?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Put the satin in your panties. You don't know?
He just grabbed them in the biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm in the biscuits.
But then, of course, we are black folks. Delaney, okay. But I hate
Black
doing that.
Association.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that a lot of people didn't know or really fuck with Black Rob outside of the hip hop Negro community.
Wow.
At work, I said, damn, Black Rob passed too. And somebody was like, Black Rob? Who the fuck is that?
No.
They didn't know Black Rob. They didn't know Black Rob, dog.
Delaney, hold on. 96, you were just being born. How old were you in, was that 98, 2000?
She's a little young. She was a little young.
I get the age, but this person I was talking to was might have been 2 years younger than me.
Oh wow!
Didn't know Black Rob.
Didn't know Black Rob.
I mean, but in their defense, man, it's not like Rob would ever became like.
And I said that.
I mean, he had the Woe song.
He had the Woe song, and I said a lot of his shit was like. I mean, the albums were good.
I dare you
to cry with me. But that wasn't a radio hit though. But that wasn't a radio hit though. But that wasn't a radio hit though. So I was like, I gave him, like what Zeb was saying, I gave him that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like me that what is it? What's the story? Yeah, I played that shit for a hot minute, nigga, back to front.
Yeah, I don't think I ever listened to a full project of his.
J-Lo?
Huh?
Yeah.
The Spanish Fly that with J-Lo?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the name, but I remember that though.
I mean, I like Black Rob. I enjoy Black Rob.
Hold on. Spanish Fly has such a different connotation for me now.
Bill Cosby. Thank you, sir.
Bill Cosby. That song.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I don't like nothing J-Lo did except for that song.
You don't like Jenny from the Block?
Well,
they had a lot to
I got a Mexican kid that I have in class, and that's Jennifer. I'll be, hey, what's up, Jenny from the Block? And she mad.
And I hate to sound. I don't know if I was sour in the mood or not. But are y'all of the clan that P Diddy is to blame for all these artists dying or something? Because I've seen some memes out there where they have been equating Puff Daddy to the devil.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I think what happened was when Black Rob died, Black Rob was basically in poverty.
Yeah,
and
he was.
So, he had. I mean, say what you will about, his longevity as an artist. He had at least 2 albums. The first one was borderline classic. But he definitely had that classic solo, that song, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. And people felt like there was an argument whether or not there needs to be a retirement plan for hip hop artists.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's been a debate discussion for a while now.
And I hear that, but that ain't on Puffy though.
Right, exactly.
He was the employer, so.
But he wasn't in distribution though. They were assigned under a label. Would that be them?
The label is Bad Boy. He was Bad Boy.
But Bad Boy was not assigned to who?
Distributed by I forget.
A larger company.
Not Arista, but.
So at one point in time, when you become a grown man, am I still responsible for you?
Right.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. So for instance, number one, I don't know what the fuck the contract was, right?
That too.
So I don't know if Diddy screwed him or not. You know what I'm saying? I never heard Black Rob. I never heard any noise about Black Rob.
I never heard Black Rob talk bad about Diddy.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's an issue of whether or not the industry screws people. I think it's an issue of we know that the industry screws people.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Especially back then in the early days of hip hop. Yeah. And I think the contracts were definitely predatory at that point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they are now, but at that point, I think it was predatory. But we're saying that you got a black man, and I think this is the argument. I'm not saying I'm on one side or the other, but
you just present
got a black man who was playing into that system and exploiting other black men, just like the system did. Why wasn't he stepping forward for black men and trying to change the game in terms of the business side and make sure that there's an old timers day? For the Black Rob.
But that might be, we don't know if he did or didn't. Because he still has a smaller label that's signed to a major distribution deal, right? So we don't know if he got screwed.
Yeah, and Diddy was in his what?
We know that Diddy
mid-20s?
We know that Diddy got a shit ton of money, man.
He do. Yeah, but there's people that invest their money, they spend their money, they smoke their money, they drink their money. So we don't know what Black Rob did with his money.
I feel all that. I'm just telling you what the argument is. I'm saying to you that Diddy made a lot of money, and Diddy made a lot of money off of young artists such as Black Rob. Black Rob was part of the building blocks that made, I'd say, it's Biggie number 1, probably Mace number 2, and it number 3 is arguable, might be Black Rob number 3 in terms of how he made his money.
I feel you.
Okay.
I'm just. And that's why I asked y'all.
You're forgetting about Craig Mack also.
Craig Mack, yeah.
Who actually
Yeah.
I did forget.
There's another one who died in his 50s.
But Craig Mack is also another nigga that didn't fuck with Diddy.
Yeah.
True.
And we know the Locks was like, we don't fuck with Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
But they do that.
And we know that Drake got slapped by Diddy.
Yeah. all I'm saying is niggas attributing these, but that's more of these niggas that also these groups think that COVID gives you 5G reception too. Like I probably should have had that caveat to it where like some of these memes came to some of these groups where it's like. I'm like, yeah, there might be some bad contracts, but I don't know if Diddy is sacrificing these niggas so that he can get more money. I don't know if that's what's happening.
Right. Hey, man. Niggas out here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Wow.
Exactly.
All the time.
But then a nickel.
But then there's also, but then like, even though we didn't touch on it though, but then in some of those same groups there are people who was like saying, why wasn't Swizz Beatz doing more for DMX? In some of these same groups, and I'm like. Once again, I'm like, DMX was on. He for sure was on
versus. What else you want him to do?
That's what I'm saying though. Like, it's like if I work for a company, I leave that company and work for another company. 15, 20 years down the line, I can't say, hey man, can y'all help pay for my hospital bills? To the first company,
you help make that fucking company, man.
Once again, it don't matter. If I leave that company, we'll go work for another company. 10, 15 years down the line, why are you still beholden to me? I left you for a reason.
Bull the fuck shit.
Bull the fuck shit what?
If I retire from the school district right now,
right,
and go work for another fucking job,
but you're already
I better get my fucking pension.
But fuck you got a pension plan already that you're paying into. That's totally different.
Vested. Don't you think fucking Black Rob was vested?
I doubt it. Right. I doubt they have vesting like that. And also for some companies though, you have to work there for a specific amount of time before you get vested. So that's a whole different argument.
Nigga put out 2 albums a minimum.
So if I put out more. So let's say if I worked at ACA and ACA was a record producer, I put out 2 albums in 2 years. You got to work there for 5 years to get vested. Even though
that's the number we work on.
But that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is there's a time. All I'm saying is
don't make the company a fucking $1 million.
It doesn't matter though. I help build 3 fucking EP labs that I know for a fact makes 3 doctors at minimum $1.2 million a year. If I leave there before 5 years, it don't matter how much money I made these niggas. The company is not vested in me, bro.
You talking about 5 years on your contract.
But this is a whole different industry. I'm saying I know my contract. We don't even know their contract.
Chapter is in the
bro. We don't even know their contract. On top of that, we don't know if there's we don't even know their contract. We don't know if there's an investment plan. We don't know. First of all, we don't know if there's a plan to be invested in. We use what you said as far as your pension plan, which means you got to be vested in it, right? You used your idea of your pension plan, right? So we don't know if there's a pension plan to begin with, right? We don't know that they have a union. We don't know that.
No, there's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just using the idea. I'm using the idea of the minimum.
We also know that Diddy. You talking about 5 years? Diddy. You don't think Diddy got paid this week while niggas was spending fucking whoa?
I don't know, but also I don't know. So once again, it goes into owning your masters, all those other things, these other lofty ideas, investments, things of that nature. We don't know. Black Rob was like, man, I just need $50,000 and I'm good, nigga. We don't know. So now we can what if all to death, nigga. So once again, you walked away with your money, which was your money at that point in time. How am I beholden to you? You signed the contract as a man.
Yeah, I agree.
How am I beholden to you, nigga? You left. Now I gotta. And on top of that, we found out that P. Diddy, even though he didn't have to, did pay this nigga's medical bills.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to though.
He should've.
Why?
Yeah, he wasn't obligated.
I'm glad he did.
Personal loyalty.
That's not in the.
I'm glad he did, but he don't have to.
So that's just personal loyalty. That's all. That didn't have anything to do with business. And
then someone else brought up about another thing too, though. They brought up another point too. Was like we talked about Kyle Rittenhouse, right? And we talk about taking care of our own, this shit and that too. Kyle Rittenhouse, what did he get, like $70,000 for his get out of jail fund? Yeah. Black Rob had a thing where he wanted, I think he needed $50,000. All he got was $27,000. So we talk all this shit about taking care of our own, helping our own community, helping people to help fuck with us. But we ain't even doing that. But we ain't giving $1 to this nigga.
No.
So whatever.
I gave $1 to Black Rob. I'm about to see these, nigga.
Nigga, you pay for Puffy. You pay for Puffy Ciroc. Who owns Ciroc? Is that Puffy?
Puffy.
Yeah, you paid for some rock bottles, nigga.
That's what that was.
Yeah, it was. The show the fuck was.
Nah, whatever. I stopped. I mean, we all hitting on the same thing. Yes, there is some accountability that is lacking in the music industry and continues to lack. I do agree with that. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure. And rest in peace, Black Rob.
And rest in peace, Black Rob, Shock G. We already talked about DMX, but definitely three people that definitely got me motivated and got my mind right to do shit whenever.
And man, I'm so like, niggas need to keep an eye out on Method Man, the fucking Nas. And,
What did you say? Something about bubble wrap? You said they need to be bubble
man.
Hey, I don't know if you saw that versus, dog. Method Man look like he
looks strong.
But I watched him this morning. Meth has been working out.
Nigga.
Have y'all paid attention to this? Meth probably hasn't cussed in a rhyme in like a decade.
Bruh. He said so. Yeah, I saw an interview where he said that. He said,
"Yo, you go back and listen to any rhyme, and he be dropping fucking bars. Any rhyme you listen to in like the last decade, 15 years, this nigga ain't cussed once. This nigga this nigga getting yoked in the gym. He's changed his life. He ain't about to be the next DMX, man.
Nope. That
that had to be
that nigga's
something crazy.
His bicep was as big as Redman's head, bro. On that verses, I was like, Jesus Christ.
And Redman's in shape.
He here for long haul.
Yeah, Redman.
And Meth made him look little.
Yeah.
But I've stood next to Method Man. I met him one time when they did a concert here. When Wu-Tang did a concert here. And we smoked some bud with him. And,
What?
Yeah.
You buried the lead.
That's what got me. That's how I got into concert promotions. Was from that. Yeah, it was from that, man. But anyways, I'm 6'2", 6'2.5", somewhere around there, and I'm staring up at Method Man.
Yeah,
and that's a rarity, man. You know, I ain't the tallest motherfucker in the world, but it is not very often, as I'm sure Joe can attest. And how you pretty tall too, Roger?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, like we don't really stare up to too many people. You know what I'm saying? He was already, you know what I'm saying?
He a big
6'5", 6'6" motherfucker, somewhere around there. And now he done got his shit together, you know.
I tell you, Tom, Method Man chastised me.
Nah, wait a minute. I think you did say something to me about that before.
Me and Will Hop went to go see him see Wu-Tang in Lawrence. And everybody was in a little mosh pit up in the front, and we was like, man, fuck this, I'm tired. We went up to the balcony and went to go sit down. And Meth saw us up at the top, like, hey man, y'all get the fuck up. All right, man, my bad, bro.
Dun. Yeah, get the fuck up.
No breaks.
And we got. It's time to make. Well, Joe already saw this video, but this ain't what he here for. I don't think Delaney's seen this. These are from the files of how the black community takes care of riffraff. Ooh, shit, hold on, get some stuff.
You in a pickle now.
Hey, dog, this shit look like Ghost. When you die, and it's time to go to hell, nigga.
I think I framed this motherfucker as
fuck around and
found out.
Yeah.
So it'll be in the show notes. So what happens is this woman's the carnival ride. I don't know what happened before the video started rolling, but nothing I saw seemed too egregious. Black woman was saying something. She's trying to get her black children off the ride. This operator who's a heavier white man says something, and now you hear him say, "Get the fuck off my ride." Starts to push her while she still has the little baby in her hand. Baby falls to the floor of the ride, and then you just see blackness envelop this man.
The darkness.
Hey,
hands and feet.
If you want
to, it just got dark up in his.
If you want to get an idea how it is, just watch Ghost. Whenever the Hispanic dude die, and how them shadows come and snatch that nigga up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Nigga, he got swallowed, nigga.
And then here for the probably the best commercial ever.
Get along
at the Red House Furniture, we can.
Hey, I don't mean no shade though, but I thought that was James before he stood up. But James is much taller.
Yeah, we all just get along.
I'm Richard, a.k.a. Big Head. I work at the Red House, and I'm black.
At the Red
I like pumping iron and pumping furniture into people's homes.
I'm Johnny, a.k.a. T-Engage. I work at the Red House, and I'm white. I like deer hunting, bass fishing, and extending credit to all people.
At the Red House.
I'm black, and I love the Red House.
I'm white, and I love the Red House.
I'm a black woman, and I love the Red House.
I am white, and the Red House is for me.
At the Red House.
That's the shit.
Look at the sofa. It's perfect for a black person or a white person.
This mattress is perfect for a white person or a black person.
At the Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture.
And Hispanic people too.
And all people.
And Hispanic people too.
It's like there was an afterthought, dog.
They said, wait a minute. We cutting out our profits. Mexicans, as a matter of fact, everybody. I don't know why we didn't start with just everybody buy our furniture, but here we are, nigga.
At the Red House.
This couch is perfect for a black person.
And white people and Hispanics and everyone buy furniture.
But not that nigga Trump. Oh, that's pretty good. That's
kind
pretty.
of fucked up Florida rhyme though, man. They had to cut it off for black and white people, man. That wasn't gonna fit to the jingle.
Oh my God! Hit that Hispanics. Oh wait a minute! And everybody, please, everybody, please come buy furniture. Oh shit!
At the Red House.
Okay. As you
Delaney, would you buy furniture there?
I don't know.
I'm gonna call that dude.
I did recognize though those two guys that are singing. They go by like Rhett and Link, I think.
Ooh,
but
really?
they're like a comedy duo. So this has to be like a joke commercial.
I hope so.
But
it's
yeah,
a
they
joke.
do a bunch of like funny videos and stuff.
We might have to look this shit. There's the phone number 336-882-9416.
I'm not calling.
So if y'all want to call them up and check to see if this
At
is legit,
the Red House.
or if you happen to be in High Point, North Carolina,
There you go.
I'm gonna start calling that dude.
South Elm Street.
I'm gonna start calling that dude Baby James.
That's just great, bro.
Baby James.
Baby James.
Hey man, this might be up for our best audio award. Nigga. We'll get gear and shit.
At the Red House.
It gotta be.
It's gotta be the award show, man.
That man, he jumped on that.
nominee.
He jumped on that couch and said, "This is good for black people and for white people."
Like,
Hold on. But then the white boy said, "Hey, this mattress is good for white people." And nigga forgot his line for a second.
Because I was watching it like the first time I watched it, I said, "Is he gonna?" I said, "Is he gonna say black people, or are we just gonna just roll to the next scene?"
He kind of let it sit there uncomfortable for a second.
Hey, them stars on the pillow confused them, nigga.
See how the brother shook the white woman's hand, but he didn't really want to close his head. He still was confident about the shit.
Nigga, we still in North Carolina, nigga.
He's like, I still gotta live in High Point, North Carolina.
Yeah, I still gotta live in High Point. I'm just gonna have a straight hand, and if you touch it, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, like we the Mason Dixon line, nigga, real close, nigga. Real close, nigga.
I think it's a real place. I looked up the address.
Oh shit, there we go.
Yes, it's real.
Live investigating. Live podcast and live investigating. Thank you, Delaney. breaking news. This is not a spoof. This is not a spoof. Oh, wow. We're going to have, I want to see, you know what, I should call them. Hey, if y'all have an uptick of niggas from Missouri buying y'all furniture, can y'all let us know, please? Okay. As y'all see, though, the tabs have been tabulated.
You say if they got an uptick of niggas from Missouri, white and Hispanic too, man.
White, Hispanic.
Everybody.
I should let know, when I say niggas, I mean everybody. At the Red House.
Where white people and black people buy furniture.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tan, you asleep, dog? We need you to come in with your OJ impression, and you.
Oh, how you know I was asleep?
Because you didn't answer when we said, "Hey, 10 meters."
You said, "Hey, Twitter world." You was just like, I said I had nothing. Anyway,
we threw the ollie. You didn't catch the oop, motherfucker. That's how we do it.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. It's all good. It's all love.
Okay.
It's all love. But as I was
called red-handed.
Joe.
Hey, the tabs have been tabulated. I'm about to take these babies for a walk. But yeah, man.
That's 10 meters with the Chappelle skit with the wrap it
up box, nigga. Wrap it up, B. You can wrap that shit up too. But hey, Delaney, thank you for your time on this. It looks beautiful there where you at too on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We appreciate it.
Yep, indeed.
We like the bangs too.
The bang.
Oh,
bang.
Oh, yeah. Happy early birthday. I think you said your birthday next month.
Oh,
what day?
You.
My birthday next month too.
May 31st.
Oh, okay. You're a little late.
Yeah.
Damn.
But thanks for having me. It's always fun to talk to you guys. I appreciate it.
Yes. 20. I didn't know you were so young. Damn. You speak with the wisdom. Anyway,
thanks.
Keep
wise dome.
Keep living. But yeah. So caveats, alibis. Anybody before we get out of here?
Good, man.
All right, we good. Hey, man.
Mental health.
Wow. Oh, there he is. We appreciate it, man. Hey.
Oh, hold on, real quick. My bad. Sorry,
niggas.
real quick. I do just want to say this. My bad.
You good.
With and this is somewhat. Well, it's not somewhat. This is serious. You know, we are constantly on the podcast talking about, and just the national discussion about police brutality and violence against black people. Also, just want to say too that as black people, we got to get our house in order too, man. You know, we talked about the rappers that passed away recently not through violence. But before these recent deaths, there's been a whole bunch of young rappers passing away, getting killed. You know, black on black crime, and don't just happen to celebrities and the rappers. You know, it happens to just the average young dude walking around, man. You know, so we can't be out here protesting police violence and not at the same time protest black violence. You know, we gotta stop killing each other, man. For real talk.
For real. I appreciate that. Yeah. 100. Stop killing our own. Alibis. Caveats. We good?
Points have been made.
There we go. Thank you, Zeb, for that. Hey, man. Hey, Triple B.
Yes, sir.
Never, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers and sisters. Thank you, Delaney. 10 meters. Zeb the Soldier. Half of the Brothers of Doom. Joe Jeff. I'm the KC Store. Thank you for your time. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.